I got a bunch of different harnesses, maybe like 10 different harnesses to try, and a lot of them she was too little for. So the one we have now, the one you see on the video, it goes around her neck and it goes around her tummy. And I really like it because it's Velcro, so it's very adjustable. And then there's like a little buckle that goes around her neck also if she happens to get out of it. But there's two very wide Velcro straps, and she seems to not have any issue getting around. Harness, you just want to be able to get one that your cat is comfortable in, and also one where they can't get out of. When we're walking outside where we see lots of different people, different animals that she is just startled by, then she will do like a backup and kind of pull against me, which if your harness is not tight enough or weird or loose in some way, then your cat will be able to get out. We got the harness on her, and I know that a lot of people kind of struggle here, and that's because their cats are either afraid of the harness or they just won't move. So in this case, I would actually start here really slowly because every cat's different, and just start like 5 minutes a day. What I would recommend is just having the harness around them. I let Jody play with hers. She likes the little straps that she can play with and she can gnaw on. I let her play with the leash. Just have it be around when they're eating, when they're snacking, just by their bed. Just have it be like a really happy, positive experience. Just whatever's happy in their lives, just put it around them. Once they're acclimated to the actual harness, then you can try to put it on them. And I wouldn't just go full on suit of armor. I would probably just do like one part of it, like just around her neck, like a necklace. And even then, like really loose. So then I would feed, whenever it's feeding time, put just the neck part on her. And after that, then gradually increase to having the other parts on her. So it's actually on her, but it's very loose. And that way, you can kind of try to mitigate the flopping over that you see a lot with cats when they feel really constrained. And then once they're kind of used to having like a loose harness around them, and again, you're doing this only when they're eating, only for a few minutes at a time until they get comfortable, then you can increase it to maybe 5-10 minutes. Once they're comfortable, then you kind of make it pretty snug. Once they're comfortable with that snugness, then you're still feeding them during that time, just until they're used to it, they can move around. Sometimes Jody likes to pretend that she's uncomfortable, so she'll kind of like freeze up, but as soon as I get a treat out, she can move fine. So if your cat is very food motivated, that's really good, to be able to train them using treats and just encourage them to move around because sometimes they like to protest. So once the harness is snug and they're comfortable eating with the harness, then I would go ahead and attach the leash. So you attach the leash to the back. Cats never get a leash attached to their collar because it could, choke them, or they can get out of it really easily. So you attach it to the back of their harness. Once that's on, I would still go ahead and do that only when she's eating, and only for a few minutes at a time, and then work your way up. And once she's comfortable with having just a leash making noise and attack, kind of having that move around while she's moving, then you can grab onto the leash and try to lead her around the house. Now, when you lead her around the house, they might not want to come with you. And it's really good to encourage them with treats. Just every few steps, give them a little piece. I usually give them little tiny pieces, but it still works. And every few steps, give her a treat and kind of encourage them to come forward, give them a treat. Pretty soon they'll kind of learn that if they move forward, that's what you want. you can go ahead and try to take them outside for a little bit. And I know a lot of people have said that their cat is just uncomfortable with going outside, and that is kind of a two-part game. So there's leash training, as in will your cat walk on a leash, as in they won't fight you, they'll come with you, they're not uncomfortable, and they're happy to be there. Let's say you've got them leash trained, but they just don't want to go outside, then you can put them on a leash, take them outside for a few minutes, and feed them there, and then bring them back in. And once they kind of get the idea of, okay, the outside is, I get food here, I'm safe here, I'm okay. Then you can start extending the time, and then once they're comfortable, then try to encourage them to walk a little bit. And again, a little bit more each day. Some cats are more skittish than others. Some cats are more fearful than others. And I don't think it's fair to say that, cats are this, cats are that. Because my experience with Jody is not the same as somebody else's experience with their cat.